Hi, my name is Brianna Bowling, and this is the College Drop-In. Today, I will be discussing the ever-present issue of gun violence, more specifically, gun violence in United States schools.
Been killed in this shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas.
The students evacuating with their hands up.
This is the 18th school shooting already this year. It is just mid-February.
Columbine, Sandy Hook, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, and Robb Elementary. All school names that have become far too familiar for all the wrong reasons. Colleges, high schools, middle schools, and even elementary schools have become targets for mass shootings. Places where young adults and children go to learn in hopes of a bright future, but in some cases, places in which their lives are cut short. Since Columbine, over 357,000 students have experienced gun violence at a school. To further put that into perspective, that number would account for over 1/3 of the population of Austin, Texas. By December 20th, 2022, there were 300 mass shooting incidences occurring on school grounds. Of those shootings, 51 resulted in injury or death, claiming a total of 40 lives and leaving 100 injured, as well as thousands traumatized. According to Education Week, 2022 marked the year for the highest number of school shootings resulting in death or injury. However, this is in comparison to the year holding the second highest amount of school shootings resulting in injury and or death the year prior. In both 2018 and 2019, 24 school shootings resulted in death and or injury. This number dropped to 10 in 2020 during the peak of the pandemic, a time in which many schools had moved online. Then in 2021, the number rose to 35, then rising again in 2022 to 51 school shootings resulting in injury and or death. Based on these numbers, school shootings have not only become more common, but have become more deadly. School shootings are a multifaceted issue and one that has only become more prevalent in recent years. Mass shootings are not a confined issue, but an issue of people across America. These massacres are one topic that virtually everyone can agree is an issue. But if everyone is aware of this issue, why is it continuing and how is America truly affected? Many people or groups hold stake in the pressing issue of school shootings. One of the key stakeholders of this issue are school districts. Since the rise of gun violence in schools, many school districts across America have begun to implement various safety measures as a form of prevention or damage control in the face of a shooting.
Spending millions to add fencing, locks to doors, and systems to buzz visitors into buildings, all to control who is on campus. The district also has 54 sworn officers spread among most middle schools and all high schools.
These safety measures are not cheap and therefore take away money that could otherwise be going towards better education. While school districts may face the financial burden of this issue, students and their parents are the most central group affected by these events. In the occurrence of a school shooting, students are the ones who are killed, injured, or left traumatized, leaving their parents to either mourn their child or to help their child pick up the pieces after such a horrific event. Parents and students who haven't been directly affected are left to worry if their school is next. No parent should have to worry that sending their child to school means that they may never come home again. No student should feel as if their education could one day result in their passing, and no American should be able to turn on the TV to see another death and injury count from another school shooting. Many of these same sentiments are shared by teachers across America. Teachers have a unique and personal connection to the issue of school shootings. Teachers work in the environment in which these incidences may occur and are often the only adults in the classroom. Teaching is a profession that many may pursue to help educate and prepare the next generation. And until recent years, it was a profession in which protecting students from gun violence was not in the description.
As a preschool teacher myself, I'm a person that likes to be prepared for any and everything. I carry a backpack. And I have some things in there that are for an emergency situation, like an active shooter. I teach ages 3 to 4. So they're little guys. I can't necessarily just say sit down and be quiet and expect them to sit down and be quiet. So I have a bag of suckers, something in their mouth. It will keep them occupied. Keep 2 bottles of waters and be able to pour them some water if they start crying that they're thirsty. I have a coloring book, 2 packs of the 24 count crayons. I have a pack of tissues for tears.
Each individual little thing, it might sound like a lot that I have in my bag, but each little thing, if it buys me 2 minutes at a time, I mean, that's potentially 20 minutes that I can keep a kid entertained, if not longer, to keep them quiet, to keep them safe.
School shootings are incredibly tragic and far too common. While many of you may feel helpless, you too can aid in the prevention of future school shootings. Voting on bills relating to school shootings can help to put preventative laws in place. In addition to this, if you're a gun owner, storing your weapon safely and away from others can prevent your gun from ending up in the wrong hands. This is especially true if you are a parent or live with others. On top of this, if you see something, say something. If you know of someone showing any signs of wanting to carry out a school shooting, let someone know. No matter how small the sign may be, it is better to look into all threats than to let one threat turn into action. Additionally, being more open-minded when it comes to mental health can help to destigmatize seeking out help. Many shootings are a result of mental issues within the shooter. Getting help before the shooter reaches this point of violence will greatly decrease their likelihood of carrying out the shooting. There is no one right answer in the journey towards safe schools, but every voice matters. How will you use your voice to help protect America's youth?